while we were waiting for the bus, seeing what there was for us to do and how to get there as we were leaving. So next time you'll know.
Yeah, exactly. Like that one's supposed to be quieter, like kind of like Fira, but quieter and less tourists and.
Well, is it like more residential maybe?
I think so. Okay. Yeah, there's like one or two like hotels.
Okay.
Probably a lot more than one or two, but in my guidebook compared to all the other
Probably
cities.
the difference between going to from the St. Thomas to St. John.
Oh, I've never.
You ever been to the Virgin Islands?
No.
St. Thomas is like scurrying, flurrying, cruise ships all over the port, and people, and shops, restaurants, hotels. And then St. John is real quiet. You know, most of it is like a big state park kind of reserved, and it's real low key.
So what you're saying is that low hill, that's all part of Fira.
No, like
this is
so like that's Fira, and then I think like right when it turns is Fira Sabani. So like probably like up down like that little, and then like down.
Okay.
Or maybe like a little bit further.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a 10-minute walk from like town center of Fira to.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because it's so deceiving that you could be at that end, and then before you know it, you're at that end.
Yeah.
You don't think you have gone that far or that high.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Breathtaking.
He like lifted it up like over his head to go, and he hit some guy right, and the guy was
that was the most scariest. Did you guys put your luggage down there? Good. It was the scariest thing. It was like a tiny room, and all these people going in there with all their luggage, lifting things over, and not moving, not getting out, and no one was letting them out or anything.
Oh my God.
I was like getting so anxious, I had to leave. Like I was
we
like,
keep all our stuff with us.
We did that on the 7-hour, but we have bigger bags than you guys.
We did. I know.
And it was such a schlep. I mean, we probably left it.
I would have had a bigger bag too if she didn't like push me and coax me and convince me.
I would have had the big size that everyone else does.
Yeah.
So are you gonna get HBO to come out here and remake Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
With the new cast?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, while I was on vacation, I was working.
If you need any
I
extra,
spotted a
Exactly.
sign.
I'll call you guys up.
Yes, I'm gonna need some of my close friends to help with the, you know.
Because I plan, after they're done wrapping their shows and programs, I throw wrap parties for the cast and crew. Like, yeah, they want one on location. I need to go out there and plan it for them. I need to site visit. Do a site visit. Look at all these places.
Where did you graduate school from?
Valparaiso. Yep.
How did you get hooked up with this job?
My aunt's friend, niece, is, well, now our CEO's assistant. So after connecting with her and her connecting the HR guy to me, and about a year since my first contact with her, her harassing the HR guy. I had an interview, and then like 2 months later, nothing really. And then I got a temp position. He called me up. He's like, I have this perfect position for you. It's a full-time temp position for like 3 months, and then they'll see how it goes. And I got that temp position. I was hired on spot. They wanted from an interview. They were like, sit outside for a few minutes, and I came back in. They hired me. They wanted me to start that day. I had my part-time at Old Navy. I had to quit still. I was like, I have to go to work and quit, and then I'll come back. And then my position just, a girl left my department, and everyone moved up, and I got hired full-time. And then just recently in December, my VP left, so we all moved up. So I got promoted within a year.
Awesome. And you've been there for how long?
A year and a half.
A year. You don't by any chance
Wonderful.
know Stephanie? She was Stephanie Scaff. I don't know what her married name is now.
No, I don't
It's
know.
a friend of mine, believe it or not, from Toledo, Ohio. My friend
Okay.
Mary was my realtor when I moved to Toledo.
Okay.
And then we got to be friends.
Yeah.
And everywhere I moved to Pennsylvania. She always come and visit. And then I moved back to Michigan. We got close again. And her daughter has lived in New York. She's, she's a little promising little, star.
Okay.
Who's going to make it someday. And
Yeah.
I mean, she works for HBO.
Oh, she does? Okay.
I don't know what she does.
Okay.
I
I don't know
haven't
any
seen
Stephanie.
Stephanie in a long time.
Yeah.
She's a real tiny little thing. She's probably, my goodness, probably around 35, 40,
I don't know.
30
I
something.
really honestly don't know anybody outside my department.
I know, and it's
Like,
a big place because
it's
even
big.
in Myrtle Beach, we get so many people that they're not from Myrtle Beach like us. They've moved there from somewhere else. And I always, because people are always giving us tips for our son who went to the Art Institute who's going to make a movie. Well, so-and-so, my nephew works at HBO. Everybody
Yeah.
works at HBO.
Yeah.
You need to get her number.
But that's not Jake. Jake's going to do his own thing. Jake has a plan of his own.
Yeah.
Jake wanted to stay in New York and realized he couldn't afford to stay in New York, and that's not.
Yeah.
This is a kid who lived in Brooklyn Heights, loved
Brooklyn Heights
it.
is really nice.
Real nice. I was ready to stay.
Yeah.
But he didn't go down to Times Square, and he didn't go down around Plaza.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they were up all night helping each other. Do their move. They had to do their work.
Yeah.
And they'd have to help each other out in Central Park at 4 in the morning and all the cameras and everything.
Yeah.
But he's saving his money. He's going to make his, not Steven Spielberg. He doesn't want the hit of
Like
the year.
documentaries?
He wants,
Yeah, I do a lot with
He's into all those foreign films,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do a lot with the documentaries. That's part of my job. I throw receptions and premieres. I don't throw the premieres. I throw receptions and screening parties for documentaries. And I work hand in hand with the documentary department a lot.
Yeah. His short that he did at the end of the year was Butterscotch, and he went back after he graduated for the award. He won an award at the awards
That's
next
cool.
fall.
That's
So
really cool.
I mean that was pretty
Yeah.
neat and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he first left New York, he came to live in Myrtle Beach, and he went to New York like 2 or 3 times in a row. Got together with his friends and went to this, and there was some other movie playing that wasn't playing anywhere else, and they had tickets to go see it kind of thing.
Yeah,
but now
movie
he's
nerds.
accepted the fact that maybe he'll end up in Texas or California or
wherever.
somewhere else where it's more affordable. But
Yeah. It's hard filmmaking. I work a lot with these filmmakers, and they are always hustling and not hustling, but
well, no,
they never
but
know once they get their films done.
Well, and that's just it. He's like, I'm not just gonna do an apprentice. Some of these, they just do an apprentice just to be in the door. I'm not doing that. Seriously.
Yeah, his eyes on what he wants to do.
He
That's
does.
good though.
I can't make him do anything he doesn't want.
Santorini. Okay, we're gonna make our video diary.
Okay.
So there's all these cars parked down there now.
I know.
Maybe that's just a parking place?
I'm thinking it is.
Because yesterday I thought it was because of sunset.
No, and see, yesterday I thought it was because people were getting off the ferry, and that's where they park to get on.